yourself a round of applause for taking time out of your Saturday to make a difference. I'm proud to say there are 16 of these events happening in Ohio today. It's Mother's Day weekend, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. There is no better way to honor your mother and to express your love and concern for your children and for all future generations of Americans than to speak up about the threats posed by the Trump regime.
Reminder, what makes it fascism? The recipe's right here. We got authoritarianism, nationalism, militarism, suppression of dissent, not today, cult of personality, social engineering, economic control, and scapegoating. All ugly words. The economic control that Trump and his oligarch friends are trying to wrench from the people, that's us, by destroying our federal agencies and services and offering up contracts to the private oligarchs to control and profit after every facet of our lives. And the tactic that hurts the most to many of us, the scapegoating of our trans family members, our immigrant neighbors, our LGBTQ community, our women, our Black and brown and Asian families, our Jewish friends, our Muslim neighbors, us. Othering our people, dehumanizing our people, targeting our people. All this hateful rhetoric used to divide us, to distract us from the fascist core of the Trump administration.
We live under a government that's banning books that don't fit with the agenda of right-wing extremists. We live under a government that's defunding public schools and universities because they dare to have the courage to teach people the realities of America, past and present, good and bad. And yes, we live under a government that, as I have seen with my own eyes, is trying to control the past. But there's one thing the administration isn't counting on. There's one thing that's going to make sure 1984 doesn't happen here, and that thing is you. Because what do we do when fascism is on the rise? We organize. What do we do when fascism's on the rise? What do we do when fascism is on the rise? What do we do when fascism is on the rise? That's right. We organize.
When we fight, when we fight, when we fight, we win. All right, thank you. Sometimes our journey isn't easy. However, together we will succeed. And let me end with one of my famous quotes from Audre Lorde. She said, "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid."
I'm the child of 2 Holocaust survivors. I'm the daughter of brave parents who fled Soviet-controlled Hungary in 1956. My parents lived through one of the darkest times of the 20th century. My father experienced and witnessed the worst that humanity brings to the world when the dark forces of oppression and authoritarianism take over. My father was forever grateful to America. He and his wife and children were able to live like that bird, free. My parents, if they were still alive today, would be frightened by the dark forces in power. They would not, however, be silent. My father would be creating work and would be sharing his story.
All right, I'm going to now read you a letter that was delivered to me in person by somebody who has experience living under fascism. You'll see that it's a handwritten letter, and it'll explain why at the end of the letter. It is estimated that there are about 60,000 political prisoners currently jailed in Egypt. Some are jailed for joining a political party, a protest, or even for posting something on Facebook. And so if you ask what it is like living under an authoritarian regime, it's fear, paranoia that you or your loved ones will be the next ones to be imprisoned, disappear, or be tortured to death. Fear, hesitation to write this on a laptop in case an electronic trail would lead them to you. Fear, fear, fear. That is what it's like. Anonymous.
You may know. And it was written in solidarity with the anti-apartheid struggle many years ago, but it's still so relevant. We are the ones we've been waiting for.
We are the ones, we are the ones, we've been waiting. We are the ones, we are the ones, we've been waiting.
I'm gonna tell you fascists sure might be surprised. There's people in this world and we're getting organized. You're bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose. Now you, aw, you fascists bound to lose. Aw, you fascists bound to lose. Aw, you fascists bound to lose. You bound to lose, you fascists bound to lose.
We have to spread the word. We have to make sure our friends, our neighbors, our co-workers, our family, they don't hide from what's happening. We have to share our thoughts on social media and by email. We have to talk about it all the time. We can't be afraid to talk about politics at the dinner table or the water cooler. I find it difficult to talk to people about politics, but we have to step up and we have to do it even if it's outside of our comfort zone and even if it's outside of their comfort zone. It's too important. We have to do it. The fear is real, but still we need to lead with courage. We need to do the things that are difficult. What we're doing is hard, but it's worth it because living in a fascist state is not a future that any of us want for ourselves, for our children, for our friends, for our family, for our communities. We want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day, and we want you to march with us. We have armbands if you want one. We have some drummers.
Stop ICE! 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 Stop Protect our democracy! Protect our democracy! Protect our democracy! Protect our democracy!
Protect our democracy. Protect our democracy.